Thank goodness I was able to make it through that trial, and now with the new possibilities that have come to light, I might have a chance to prove Peppino innocent, but I wonder what it all means, and where do I go from here? My phone is ringing. I wonder who it could be. Hello? Wright and Company Law Offices.
Hey Nick, guess who?
That voice. Maya, is that you?
It's been a bit, Nick.
Indeed it has. How you been, Maya?
Oh, you know, the usual. Improving my spirit techniques and all that.
Which thanks for bringing Mia here with me during that one case a couple months ago.
Oh, it was nothing, Nick. Sorry I couldn't bring her over during that trial yesterday.
Wait, you know about that trial I'm working on?
Mia was watching over you and told me over at the spirit world.
I guess that makes sense.
By the way, Nick, have you been using your magatama lately?
My what?
Oh come on, Nick, don't tell me you actually forgot.
Oh yeah, you mean the thing I used to see into people's hearts and soul, see if they have something to hide.
I swear, Nick, I feel like the aging is catching up to you.
Hey, I'm not that old.
Well, just remember to use it when you can. Maybe it can help you find something on your case.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks Maya.
No problem, Nick, I'll actually be coming over to see you soon. I can't wait.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, I gotta go. See you later, Nick.
See ya, Maya. Well, that was a nice surprise. Anyway, I need to think about where I should go from here. Maybe I'll visit Peppino in the detention center, see how he is holding up. Good morning, Mr. Roney.
Ah, Mr. Wright. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Well, I am your attorney. How you holding up?
It is so dark and lonely in my cell.
Well, I'm sure with this new possibility that has come to light, I'm sure I'll get you out of here in no time.
But Mr. Wright, is it even possible? Could someone have entered my kitchen while I was outside? And if so, why?
That, I can't really answer at the moment, but I plan to investigate some more. Do you know anything that might help?
Well, I would talk to my familia. They might have noticed something while I was outside.
Then that is exactly what I'll just do. Thank you for your time, Mr. Ronnie.
Good luck, Mr. Wright. I hope you can clear my name.
Well, back to the restaurant I go. That's strange, nobody is here. I better head towards the kitchen. Hey, wait a minute, something is stuck under the kitchen door. Looks like a piece of paper with some writing and a cartoon chef on it. It says it's from the Noisy Pizza. I can't remember where I heard that name at the moment, but I better keep it just in case. There's also a wooden door stopper right next to it, but why would it be outside the kitchen? I should hold on to this as well. Anyway, in the kitchen I go. Oh, Mrs. Roney, are you okay? Whoa.
Don't you sneak up on me like that. You could be killed this old woman.
Sorry, my bad.
What are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question.
Well, I'm running this place by myself since both my son and husband have been locked up.
Oh yeah, that.
You will say, you have a lot of nerve to coming here.
Look, I'm sorry your husband got taken into custody, but I'm here to prove your son innocent.
I sure hope you are, because I am already infuriated with some things.
Like what?
None of your business. It has nothing to do with my son.
Hey, my magatama is reacting. A Psyche Lock. She is hiding something.
Mr. Wright. What is that I look for?
This is it, right. Time for my magatama to shine. Mrs. Roney, you are hiding something from me, are you?
What is this? Why are you suddenly questioning me?
I just want to know if there is something. Or should I say, someone that is bothering you?
What? What is the meaning of this?
I better show her that piece of evidence. Mrs. Roney, I believe the person that is bothering you is...
Take that! That a French critic.
Looks like showing you his face struck a nerve, Mrs. Roney.
Now wait a minute. I may not like him, but that doesn't mean I have a grudge against him.
Mrs. Roney is lying, I'm sure of it. Mrs. Roney, I have proof that tells otherwise.
What? Impossible.
Mrs. Roney, the proof is this.
Take that! Mamma mia, where did you get that?
You dropped this after we spoke 2 days ago. This note clearly states that you had a grudge against Mr. Ogo and you wanted to confront him. I'm right, aren't I?
Sì, well done Mr. Right. I can see why they call you an attorney Mr. Right.
So I was right, you had a grudge with Mr. Ogo and you wanted to confront him.
Sì, that man is a filth. And Mr. Gordovic.
Both of them? Why is that?
Before dinner time, I went to the coffee shop next door to get some coffee so I could get ready for the night. As I ordered my coffee, I noticed both Ogo and Gordovic talking about something as they were sitting at a table.
Wait a minute, Mr. Ogo spoke with the victim at a coffee shop?
Sì, and while I didn't hear the whole thing, I heard a sentence from Mr. Ogo that I noticed. Tonight, we are going to sabotage that pasta restaurant once and for all. That is what I heard.
This is the first time hearing about this. I'll have to check the coffee shop out when I get a chance to.
Mr. Wright, I am begging you, my boy killed nobody and my husband is innocent too. Please show the court that they are innocent.
I can only do that with evidence, Mrs. Roney, but I'll see what I can do. Speaking of which, I should look through the back door where Mr. Roney heard that glass breaking. So this is where Mr. Peppino was for 5 minutes when he heard glass breaking, and I see the dumpster over there. I better have a closer look. Huh? What's this? This bag has some broken glass in it. Looks like it was some kind of piggy bank. I wonder where this came from. And there is a chef's uniform covered in trash. Could this have belonged to the person that Mr. Ogo saw? I better keep both of these with me just in case. Well, I should have a look at that coffee shop. So this is where the victim had his coffee with Mr. Ogo. I wonder if I will find.
I told you, mate. We are not interested.
What do you mean you are not interested?
I've read your record and I don't want you working here. Besides, didn't you have a heated argument with Mr. Gordovich 2 days ago? You disturbed my customers that day.
So what if I argued with some idiot? He has nothing to do with anything.
Well, there is this newspaper about how he closed down your restaurant for using recycled pizza.
Get that garbage out of my face. You know what? To hell with your coffee shop. I don't care if you are a celebrity that owns a coffee shop.
If you don't care, then get out.
Fine. Also put some shoes on, you freak.
I ain't wearing those foot coffins you call shoes.
Ugh, freak. Hey, that was Theodore Noyes. Was he trying to get a job here as well?
Oh goodness, I'm so sorry you had to see that.
Oh, it's fine. I actually couldn't help but overhear what the argument was about.
Oh.
My name is Phoenix Wright, ace attorney.
Wait, the Phoenix Wright. The one who is defending Peppino Roney?
Wait, you know about Peppino Roney?
Well, of course, my shop is right next to their restaurant. My name is Sheila Dingu. I believe you've heard of me before?
Wait, aren't you that barefoot dancer that dances and sings with a rock star?
Glad to meet the fan. The iconic duo, Sheila Dingu and Roxy Wolf is the fantastic duo.
Yeah.
Oh, but I see I'm getting off track. What is it you want to ask about?
I overheard that the victim, Ramos Gordovich, was at your coffee shop on the night of the crime.
It is still very unfortunate to hear about what happened. I used to watch his shows all the time with my partner Roxy.
Did you see Mr. Gordovich with anyone around the time?
Well, there was that argument between Gordovich and that guy in yellow.
What were they arguing about?
I guess the yellow guy was yelling at Gordovich because he closed down his pizza restaurant a year ago.
Oh really?
Yep, says it right here in this newspaper.
Interesting. Why do you have this?
Well, while Gordovich wasn't the nicest man, me and Roxy were huge fans. So we collected every article about Gordovich.
Well, if you don't mind, I was wondering if I could borrow it for a bit. I'll give it back once I'm done with it.
Well, if it does somehow help you, I suppose you can have it. But please give it back when you are done.
Did anything else happen here?
Well, Mr. Gordovich went back to his table to finish his coffee. Then I noticed another good critic came in and started talking to Gordovich.
That must have been Anton Ogo. I see, and out of curiosity, do you still have the cup that Mr. Gordovich drank from?
Oh yes I do. I couldn't bring myself to throw it away, so I kept it as a souvenir.
Can that be another thing I borrow? At least until the trial ends?
Wow, you must be a huge fan of Mr. Gordovich as well. Well, as a fellow fan, I suppose I can give it to you.
I believe that is everything here. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Dingu.
Always a pleasure for a fellow fan. Hope to see you at one of my shows.
I know Mr. Ogo is at the detention center, so I better go over there and question him. Hello, Mr. Ogo.
Hugh, you again? What do you want? Wait, you didn't come here to make fun of me, are you? Because of you, I'm been treated like a criminal over a simple lie.
It was more than a simple lie, Mr. Ogo.
Whatever, why are you here?
I went by the coffee shop that you and the victim apparently met up in.
Me up? Oh ici, you are trying to be funny.
What? I'm not.
Let me make one thing clear, Mr. Wright. I am in no way, shape, or form, would have be associated with that disgusting man, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Hey, my magatama is reacting. Just as I thought, Mr. Ogo is hiding something from me.
What is that face for?
You say I can't prove it, but let's see about that.
Quoi? What is this?
Mr. Ogo, I want you to tell me the truth. Did you go to the coffee shop to meet with the victim?
I told you, I didn't like Mr. Gordovich. Why would he ever may put him at a coffee shop of all place?
I better show that piece of evidence. Mr. Ogo, the reason you went to meet up with him was this.
Take that!
What is that? A newspaper?
Recall yesterday when you were on trial.
Quoi? What about it?
You explained how you hated the Roni family and how you wanted them to close down, right?
Hugh, do you have to remind me about that?
Well, think about it. Who is capable of closing restaurants down with a bad review?
Why that would be Mr. Gore.
You seem to know where I'm going with this. You met up with Mr. Gordovich to have Delicioso Pasta closed down.
Sacre bleu, how do you know?
They don't call me an ace attorney for nothing, Mr. Ogo. Now tell the truth.
Once again, no point trying to lie to you.
So, you went to the coffee shop to meet up with Mr. Gordovich.
So he could have helped me close down Delicioso Pasta.
But why? What was that going to accomplish?
It should be so obvious. He was hoping that place won't close down just so he could have a second chance to reopen my restaurant.
All of that, over a French restaurant.
Not just a French restaurant, my French restaurant. It's the Rone family's fault that they didn't want to help me, so me and Monsieur Gordovich came up with a plan to expose that restaurant and have them closed down.
And yet Mr. Gordovich died while you were in the kitchen.
Gordovich was not supposed to die, he was supposed at food and make to believe it was very bad. But now someone goes to poison him and that restaurant is just one big crimson now.
Actually, there is something I want to ask you.
What would that be?
Did you notice anything when you entered the coffee shop?
Did he notice anything? What do you mean by that?
Was there a heated argument that happened between Gordovich and a man in yellow?
No, that eating about it. I did see a man wearing yellow march out of the coffee shop. He even bumped into me and said out of my way skinny boy. He had absolutely no money.
I don't know why, but I'm starting to get the feeling that the spaghetti was poisoned Mr. Gordovich at all.
Monsieur Wright, what are you doing?
Mr. Ogo, did you see where the man in yellow was heading as he left?
I don't know why you ask that, but he noticed he went into a small building that was behind the restaurant.
Behind the restaurant. Now I'm definitely curious about Mr. Noise. That's all I needed to know, Mr. Ogo. Thank you for your time.
Quoi? But wait, when do j'ai été toléré?
I'm sure once the trial is over, they will let you go.
Hugh, so you have to spend a night in that filthy cell? Juste génial.
I better find this Mr. Noise and question him. According to Ogo's directions, this is where Theodore Noise lives. Kinda strange that the door was unlocked and yet there seems to be no one here. Hello? Is anybody home? No one is here. I guess I'll come back too. What the heck? I almost tripped on this piece of wood. Looks like one of those door stoppers. Wait a minute, there is something written on the bottom. It says property of Delicioso Pasta. Wait, Delicioso Pasta? Why would Mr. Noise have something that belonged to my client's restaurant? And that's weird. There's a photo of what looks like a young macaroni shaking hands with a young Theodore Noise. What is all this?
Hey, who the hell are you and what are you doing in my apartment?
Oh crap.
Wait, you again. First you are stalking me, now you are breaking into my apartment? What's with you?
Actually your door was unlocked and I was.
Arg. I don't want to hear it. I should be calling the cops on you right now.
Whoa hey, take it easy. I was just looking for you because I wanted to talk to you. My name is Phoenix Wright and I'm a defense attorney.
Phoenix Wright. More like Phoenix Wrong. You got some nerve. And why would a defense attorney want to talk with me? Is this how you all be promoting your businesses? By breaking into people's houses?
What? No, look, I'm defending a client and after doing some investigating, it lead me to you.
Lead to me? Look blue boy, I don't know nothing about no client of yours.
Well actually, he is being accused of poisoning a famous food critic by the name of Ramos Gordovich. I believe you know him?
Ooh, so someone done Mr. Gordy in. Huh?
Mr. Gordy?
Hey, you know who I'm talking about, wise guy. And I must say, good riddance to him, he was a menace to society.
Hey, don't you think that's kinda harsh?
Harsh? Harsh. Let me tell you something blue boy, Mr. Gordy wasn't a nice guy and I know a lot of people ain't gonna miss him.
Interesting that you would say that.
Hey look, before you get any funny ideas, I don't know nothing about what happened.
But weren't you arguing with him 2 days ago?
Oh what, did that barefoot freak told you that story?
She must be talking about Mrs. Dingu.
She and her cheese factory smelling bare feet need to stay out of my business.
Okay, did you have to go into detail like that?
Well the point is, what happened between me and Gordovich had nothing to do with what happened to him. It ain't my fault that he ate spaghetti so bad that it killed him. What's with that stupid look on your face?
Can you repeat that last part you said?
About the stupid look on your face?
No, about what happened to Mr. Gordovich. Didn't you say you didn't know anything about the murder?
Oh well, that was a slip of the tongue, that's all.
No Mr. Noise, you said it as clear as day. So you do know about his murder.
Hey, that's not. Oh I see how it is. Break into my property and accuse me of murder. Is that your game?
I'm not accusing you, I'm just saying.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there blue boy. If you don't get out of here right now, I will call the cops and press charges on you. Say I won't. I dare you blue boy.
That won't be necessary Mr. Noise.
Who the heck?
I had a feeling he was gonna pop up sooner or later.
Well done finding a new witness Mr. Wright, but I'll take it from here.
What is this? Break into my apartment day.
The name's Miles Edgeworth and you are coming with me Mr. Noise.
And why should I do what you say red boy?
Because you will be resisting cooperation and that alone can get you arrested. I've heard everything and now I'm taking you in for some questioning.
I don't have to do nothing for you. Kiss my ass.
I figured you were doing to say that. Detective Steggert, detain this man.
Hey, what are you doing? Get your hands off of me.
Right, you never fail to amaze me. Thanks to you, we now have a new witness that will be taking the stand tomorrow.
But, I wasn't really done questioning him.
Right, after overhearing what kind of person Mr. Noise is, he definitely wasn't going to open up easily. You'll just have to wait until tomorrow when the trial reopens up.
But what am I supposed to do now?
I don't know, go over all the evidence you found. I'm sure you'll know what to do next. Anyway, I'm off to go question Mr. Noise at the precinct. See you back in court tomorrow right?
Well that's just great. Just when I was about to question him, Edgeworth swoops in so he could question him. That Noise guy is just getting weirder and weirder. But I suppose I have no choice but to wait until tomorrow during the trial. I will solve this case, if it's last thing I do.